But for the game, for the world, is the message. And that's followed by the yellow flag of fair play as the anthem echoes around the stadium. Out into the arena come the match officials. Nigeria mostly in white and green today. White shirts with green trim. Mexico in red with black trim, black shorts. The rousing FIFA anthem plays. And these Nigerian footballers can make their way out. Viridiana Salazar, very clever, a really creative player in Mexico's midfield. Nigeria in white get the game underway. Nigeria defence. Remember, Nigeria, let's see what they can do here. There's the overlap from Ajibade. Ajibade with the ball into the middle. It's finished off by Radashid Ajibade. It was Yakubu's break. Ajibade celebrates. Nigeria lead inside 12 minutes. Well, the break was from Yakubu. Nigeria, there are 6 who have played in FIFA Under-17's Women's World Cup, who have then gone on to play for the Nigerian seniors. Oh, it's an excellent ball in. It's a wonderful cross from Yakubu. And Uchenna Kanu makes it 2-0. Well, they celebrate with the coach. 2 group games. Colombia and China know all about that, but they're finding it tough here against Nigeria. Lovely skill from Uchenna Kanu. And the header at the far post leads to goal number 3. Yakubu with the simple task, and it's all because of great work from Uchenna Kanu. And they kiss the feet of the coach. What a lovely celebration. But this is great work from Uchenna Kanu. And it creates a simple chance for Yakubu. Kanu with the ball in. And Bernal had to make sure that the danger was snuffed out. The final whistle goes. Nigeria will...
Well, that was the last game that Nigeria's national under-17 women's team, the Flamingos, played to top their group at the FIFA Under-17 Women's World Cup, and of course, setting the stage for today's quarterfinal game against Spain. That was their best game of the tournament in terms of the result that they got, and it was the best game they played, I mean, in terms of how well they also played the game. The first game was a 2-1 win over China. The next one was another 2-1 win over Colombia. But in this game, they didn't just score 3, they were able to keep a clean sheet. And the thinking among football followers is this is the beginning. Building on that performance, going forward against Spain in the next couple of hours, and then in the semifinals, and then the finals. And if they are able to do it that way, the girls would have done exactly what the boys did late last year. So for Nigerian football, it's the case of ending 2013 on a high and starting 2014 on a high. Of course, not forgetting that our Chan Eagles went to South Africa and got bronze at the beginning of the year. But that's how we welcome you to Sports Tonight, this beautiful Thursday. It's a wet, wet day in Lagos. And so tonight on the show, it will only be Yemi Adebayo and I. Every other person has been swept off by the rain, and they won't be able to come on the show tonight. Only the 2 of us. How we're able to make it down here is a miracle. Because a couple of minutes ago, where I was, I never knew I would be able to make it down. And Yemi was just calling, what happens to the show tonight? But thankfully, I've been able to make it down, and the show will go on. Yemi, the girls have a lot of work to do.
Yeah.
But they are up to the task.
I feel so. I feel so, especially because we're not playing Japan. You would love that the team would break the jinx. And, you know, the things we hear from the camp, you know, they want to win in regulation time, but if it doesn't go that way, they're trying to perfect penalty kicks, you know, and looking at all of that, you look at a team that has looked at all the scenarios, what could likely happen, and they are prepared for all the things that could happen. I tip this team to break the quarterfinal jinx. And like you said, it's one game at a time. If you're in the semi-final, it's just 2 games to play. And if you keep winning, you just end up being champions.
All right. But let's start off the show tonight by getting you up to speed with the fixtures of the quarterfinal matches of the FIFA Under-17 Women's World Cup. We talked about it extensively yesterday when Cecilia Morogbe was on the show. But tonight, those games are on. And in fact, a game is already 5 minutes old. One of the quarterfinal matches already 5 minutes old. But let's get you up to speed and allow you to see what the fixtures are for the FIFA Under-17 Women's World Cup. If I can get it on the screen for you, and also inform you that the game between Venezuela and Canada is 5 minutes old and is still goalless. That's the fixture on your screen. Venezuela-Canada is already 5 minutes old, and it is still goalless. In the next couple of hours, we'll be having Ghana, Italy, Japan, Mexico. Those 2 games will be going on at the same time. And if you want to watch those games, you have to stay up at midnight, because both games will start off at midnight. And then if you want to watch Nigeria-Spain, which is the last quarter-final game, you need to be up as early as 3 a.m. And that's Friday morning. So you have to stay up to watch Nigeria-Spain. That's when that game will be played. A lot of you asking questions on Twitter. When is the Nigerian game? 3 a.m. Friday. Nigeria-Spain will be on your screen, both terrestrial TV and, of course, on cable TV. All right? So you can see how these girls will go all the way, take Spain out, and for the first time in this competition, book their place in the semifinals. But let's talk around the team so far in this competition.